All right, so let me walk you through the self-selling system real quick, and then I'll do a demo as well. So, the first thing that's going to happen, and it doesn't matter where the lead comes from, it could be Facebook ads or Meta ads coming from Instagram or Facebook, maybe a DM, those DM ads and stuff like that. Doesn't matter where they're coming from. What's going to happen is that they're going to be pushed into a landing page. Once they get pushed into the landing page, and they fill out the information because they're interested in the demo, what's going to happen first, let me open this up real quick, is that the new lead comes in after they fill out the form, right? We're going to send them the first message, right? In this case, it's, hey, John, I'm your AI assistant. It could be, let's say, Sophia with your business name. Just checking in. Let me just put just checking in from your request to start your personalized AI demo. I'm going to take a look at your website to prepare the demo for you 1 second. All right. What's going to happen next is that we're going to collect their website in the form, and it's going to use the form or the website, excuse me, to summarize it. It's going to scrape the website and it's going to actually summarize the website. Once it summarizes, we're going to use ChatGPT to extract information like their product or service and their business name. Then we're going to use that information to fill in the business name in the custom field and the product and service as well in the custom field, right? We're going to use this information to feed it to the AI so that the AI, when it has a conversation with the lead, it's going to know their business name and the product and service. So that way, when it does a role play, it's going to do the role play as if it was working for their specific business in that specific industry. Okay. Then what's going to happen is that we're going to actually send them a screenshot of their landing page or their website, right? This is more kind of like to show off, right? We're AI businesses. So what we want to do is we want to kind of let them know that we're capable of building great systems that's going to actually help them scale their business. Okay. Next thing is they're going to get a message. Hey, I found your website, John. Next message after that, it's going to be perfect, John. You could even remove this because we're saying their name here, and I wouldn't want to say their name again. So it could be perfect. Oops. I just took a look at your website, and it looks like their business name does whatever they do. It got me thinking about ways our 24/7 AI assistant could be a game changer for you. Want to hear your AI assistant live on a 5-minute call? It's pretty mind blowing. Our AI can call you for a quick. Our AI can give you a quick call, or would you prefer texting? All right. Let me just save this. Save. Move this out of the way. Perfect. Right. Then what's going to happen here after they get this message is if they respond right away and they're like, hey, can you give me a call? The AI is going to instantly call them. Right. You don't have to worry about this at the moment. The AI is going to instantly call them when they ask for the call. Or if they prefer texting, AI is going to automatically start the conversation with them through text. Right here, we activated the AI with a tag, right? It's that easy. And that's for texting. The tag is for texting. And then to make a call, it's using these actions. But when they say to call them, it's going to call them like that instantly, right? Now, over here, what these things are is that if there's no call, or I'm sorry, if there's no response to that message, we're going to call them after 15 minutes. You could actually lower this to maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes, right? Depending on like what you want, right? If you prefer it to call them after 5 minutes, because I mean, obviously, the quicker the better, obviously. But right now, I just put 15 minutes because I don't want it calling me if I'm having the conversation with you guys and talking about it, and then 5 minutes pass by and it's gonna call me. I don't want that. So that's why I have it at 15. But like I said, you can actually increase this number or decrease it, and then if there's no response to this message, right, to this question, it's gonna actually call them, right? If there is a response to this question, depending on if it's a call or text, it's going to remove them from this workflow, right? There's no point of calling them if we're having the conversation with them. This is only happening if there's no response at all, right? Then we're going to give them a call. If they don't respond, we're going to call them again. Now, this can be adjusted and updated however you please, but I'm just giving you kind of an idea of what you can actually do. Okay, and we actually have a tool that checks to see if they responded or not. All right, so let me just save this, right? And then let me show you what happens if they do say call, right? If they do say call, we have a tool that initiates the call, right? And we're using a custom webhook for this. We're gonna find the contact. After we find the contact, we're gonna update the opportunity. I believe I have call requested. And then after that, we're gonna give them a call. You can see right here, I have the tool to make a call if it loads. Just give it a moment. Waiting. All right. You can see right here, I'm actually using a value to add the assistant ID, right? And then right here, you could see that I'm giving the AI information of their company name, the industry they're in, and the product or service, right? And then what's going to happen is that since I'm giving them the AI the information, it's going to know what their company name and the product or service is for the call, right? And then if they don't respond, we're just pushing them to the daily follow up. But for this case, I'm just gonna kind of give you guys an idea of how the beginning stages, so that when a lead comes through Meta Ads or wherever, and they're interested in the demo and opt in, that's kind of like what's gonna happen, and that's kind of like the process. So let me go back and let me show you how the system works, right? And you're gonna get a similar looking website. It's gonna be a different color. Obviously, you can customize it however you please, but this is just kind of giving you an idea of what it looks like. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna click this button. It's gonna say "Experience AI in action. Try our AI assistant now." We're gonna ask them for their first name, last name, phone number, email, website. Right. So let me just fill this information out real quick. Um, I'm just gonna put a random email, right? And then I'm going to use this website, Triple H Contracting. That's a spray foam insulation company. Because I mean, if you're doesn't matter what industry you're in, right? The system's going to work with any industry, and that's the beauty of it. If you're in the dentistry industry, it's going to work perfectly fine. If you're in the real estate industry, it's going to work perfectly fine. If you're in the home service business, it's going to work perfectly fine. It's not going to have issues adjusting depending on the industry it's in. The AI already knows every single industry. It's going to know what questions to ask automatically, and it's going to pre-sell that lead before they get on a call with you, right? I mean, imagine you having a conversation with the AI. It goes through a qualification process. It books them in, and it answers any questions that they might have. And then when they get booked in, and they get on a call with you, just imagine how excited you would be if you're able to have an AI that's going to be able to save you time and make you more money, right? So that's kind of like the whole point of this self-selling system, right? We want to pre-sell them before they get on the call with you, right? Because now it becomes a relationship building conversation rather than you spending 30, 40 minutes trying to get everything together and trying to have them demo the system on the call. You're wasting way too much time. And if you're having a conversation with a business owner, time is money, right? So the quicker, so if you're able to get them to test the system out beforehand, it's going to be a lot easier when you get on the call with them now because they know the system works. They have more trust in your abilities. And now it's more like, all right, how much is it going to cost me? Right. So now it's like, all right, what are your current problems and struggles? What are their bottlenecks? And now it's going to be more like, all right, let me provide them with the information so that they know that our system can help them solve those problems. Right. That's kind of like what you're doing. So let me start the interaction. I'll show you right here. I like having these three windows open so that you know what's happening. All right. So I'm gonna pause it real quick. I'm gonna go to my contact. All right. As you can see here, I actually got the message. I'm gonna try to show you here on my phone. All right. You can see right here, I got the message, and you can see the first message is, "Hey Esteban, I'm your AI assistant, Sophia with AI Mastery Alliance. Just checking in from your request to start your personalized AI demo. I'm going to take a look at your website to prepare the demo for you. 1 second. I found your website, Esteban, and you can see right here, it actually sent me um, the screenshot of the website, right? And it says, perfect. I just took a look at your website, and it looks like the Triple H Insulation does insulation services, specifically spray foam insulation. It got me thinking about ways 24/7 AI assistant could be a game changer for you. Want to hear our AI assistant live on a 5-minute call? It's pretty mind blowing. Our AI can give you a quick call, or would you prefer texting? And you can see right here, the business was filled out, Triple H Insulation. And then right here, product services, installation services, specifically spray foam insulation. And we were able to extract that information and add that into the message. Okay. And then you could see right here, we got the summary of their website, right? And that's how we were able to get all this information. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to do is I'm just going to say, I'm going to give me a quick call. Give me a quick call. Right. And you can see right here that I got the message. Hey, 1111. And right here, if we go to inbox, right, you could see it actually called up the tool to initiate the call. Okay. So if we actually come here, I'm just waiting for it to give me a call. You can see that I'm in the initiate call sequence. Let's go to execution log. You could see make AI call, just waiting for a little bit. It should call me soon. All right, I'm getting a call right now. See right there on the top. Hello?
Hi, Esteban. How's it going today?
It's going great.
Glad to hear your day is going great. Sounds like you might be curious about how AI could help your business. Would you be open to answering a couple of quick questions about your business? Then we can do a little role play so you can test me out. It'll be fun. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Awesome. From what I found, it looks like your business is called Triple H Insulation, and your main service is insulation services, specifically spray foam insulation. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Great. Now here's a fun question. If you could rub a magic lamp and wish for one powerful AI solution in your business, what would it be? Something like handling leads, answering calls, providing customer support, or maybe something else entirely?
I'm actually looking for a team that's going to be able to handle leads and book appointments for me.
Got it. Handling leads and booking appointments is a perfect area where AI can step in and make life easier. Let's do a quick role play where I act as your receptionist talking to a new lead. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, let's jump in. Imagine I'm answering a call from a potential customer interested in spray foam insulation. I'll ask a few questions to qualify the lead and then try to book an appointment. Here we go. Me, as your receptionist. Hi, thank you for calling Triple H Insulation. This is Sophia. How can I assist you today? Now you play the role of the customer. What would you say?
Hey, Sophia, I'm actually calling because I'm interested in having someone inspect my house. I did notice a draft. I did notice drafting coming from the window, and my energy bill actually is a lot higher than usual.
Me, as your receptionist. Oh no, that draft and high energy bill must be frustrating. It sounds like you might benefit from an insulation inspection to see how we can help improve your home's energy efficiency. May I ask, is this for a residential property or a commercial one? And how soon are you hoping to get this taken care of?
This is actually for residential. I mean, the sooner the better.
Me, as your receptionist, got it residential property and ASAP. Well, make sure to prioritize this for you. Just to confirm, is the draft mainly coming from the windows, or have you noticed it in other areas of the house as well? And do you have any specific concerns about your current insulation?
It's actually coming from one window that I know of. I mean, I've been living in this house for over 10 years and I haven't really made any updates, maintenance on any insulation that I might have.
Me, as your receptionist? Thanks for sharing that. It sounds like this inspection could be a great opportunity to assess your insulation and address that drafty window. We'll also check if there are other areas that might need attention after 10 years. Let me look at our schedule. How does tomorrow at 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. sound for an inspection appointment? Remember, this is just role play, so we're not actually booking.
Tomorrow at 10 works.
Boom. That's the end of our little role play. What did you think? Did it feel like I handled the lead the way you'd want your receptionist to?
Yeah, you actually did.
That's awesome to hear. I'm glad it felt right for your business. Would you be open to booking a quick call with our AI specialist so we can talk more about how this could work for Triple H insulation?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Let me check our availability for a quick call with our AI specialist. We have a couple of slots available today at 2 p.m. or 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Alternatively, we have plenty of options tomorrow morning starting at 5 a.m. Pacific. Which time works best for you?
Tomorrow works, but I'm actually in Eastern time. Do you have anything for 10 a.m. tomorrow?
Let me check for a 10 a.m. Eastern Time slot tomorrow. Thanks for letting me know you're in Eastern Time. We do have a slot available tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Should I go ahead and book that for you?
Yeah, please.
Booking your appointment for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Your appointment is all set for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. You'll be meeting with our AI specialist. If you have any questions or need to reschedule, just let me know. Looking forward to helping Triple H Insulation grow.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.
You're very welcome, Esteban. Take care and have a great day. Bye.
Okay, cool. All right, so there you have it. The AI assistant actually did a pretty good job. It's actually a new voice that I was testing. I felt like it was just a little tad slow, but you can make adjustments to the voice and you could make adjustments to how quickly you want it to speak and its tonality. So, I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, you can't expect AI to know exactly what you want and how you want it. You need to make those adjustments yourself, right? And the beauty about it is that you can actually make those specific adjustments as far as how quickly you want it to speak. You could change the voice, you can have it speak Spanish, different languages. The whole point of it is listening to it and then optimizing it, making it better over time. And don't be afraid to launch it. A lot of people are always try to perfect it before they even launch it. Don't do that. Just launch it, right? Try to make sure that everything works properly. Make sure that the systems is working properly, that it's collecting or extracting the correct information that you want it to, and it's pushing the leads into the correct paths and correct workflows, right? That you definitely want to do before you launch. But as far as perfecting the AI, you're not going to know what people are going to ask. You're not going to know everything that everyone's going to ask. It's impossible to think of every single scenario in the world, right? So the best way that I can recommend people is launching it, seeing how it performs over time with different conversations that it has with different people. If there's specific questions that people are asking that the AI wasn't able to handle properly, then you go in, you add those questions, and you let it know, like, hey, listen, whenever somebody asks about this question, this is your response, right? That's the whole point. You want to optimize over time. You can't expect AI to be perfect and know everything you want it to do and how you want it to do it because everyone's different and everyone has different ways of doing things. Not everyone's gonna like the same voice that I use. Maybe you want to use a different voice, right? But the beautiful thing about it is that there's so many voices to choose from, right? Now you can actually uh import 11 lab voices. So now you can, now the lead is gonna have a much better experience because the AI is gonna sound a lot more human like. Okay. So that's kind of like what I wanted to um clarify before anything else. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you here in notes that after the conversation, you could see that we have a summary of the note, right? You could see that I booked an appointment tomorrow at 10 a.m. You could see right here that I booked the appointment and I got the message for the confirmation message. All right. Um, Now another thing that I wanted to show you, actually, let me pause this. All right. Another thing I wanted to show you is you could see that you get the audio recording right here, audio recording, and you could see you have the call summary, the transcript, and the audio recording URL. And then right here, you could see that it says responded, meaning that the tool actually picked up that, the actual lead responded to the actual phone call, which is perfect because that's how we're going to be able to push these leads to different paths. If they don't respond, you want to follow up with them. That's how it's actually going to know and be able to detect if to follow up with them or if to stop following up with them, right? If there's a response, then there's only a few things that can happen. Either they book an appointment or they're just not interested at the moment. Or they just say, hey, listen, don't give me a call if you're following up with them. Um, and they're not interested. And they're like, hey, can you just take me off your list? You know what I'm saying? So these are things that can actually happen on in any actual conversation. Um, Now the tool that I'm actually using to be able to handle all this, right? And the amazing part about this tool is that it does chat and voice is actually assistable, right? And you can see right here that it's actually directly integrated into Go High Level. You can see right here, it's white labeled. You can white label it as well. You can see it. It has actually there's an older logo of mine. You could put your logo, and you could actually name this part right here, whatever you want, right? So I could name it tecartemis AI, lead navigator, or whatever you want to name it. You can name it, and anyone, any one of your clients that has access to your CRM is going to be able to see, to have access to the assistable dashboard where they can actually see all the AI assistants that you might have, right? And they're going to be able to see your logo and your name on it, right? So as if it was your platform that you're selling to them, right? When you actually go in here, and I'll kind of give you a little bit of, I'll show you a little bit of what it looks like. Go to tools, right? These are the tools that I've created to be able to detect, to initiate the call, right? You're able to, these are older tools that I've set up, right, for self scheduling and time zone, but the system already does that on its own. So you don't have to worry about that. And then you could actually add the tag during the conversation, right? So depending on maybe specific questions that you're asking and you want to tag it to trigger a workflow, you can do that as well. And you could also extract information, like maybe you're asking qualification questions and you want to extract that information and add it into a custom field, you could do that as well. And the beautiful thing about it is that if you do this for your clients, you can actually use that information that's in the custom field and send it over to them as well. So after a conversation, somebody books an appointment, you could actually get this information into custom fields. And then when somebody books, you could send that information directly to your client, which is awesome for them. They don't have to go into the CRM to look at everything. Everything is done automatically and on its own. And that just provides more value to them. That's basically it. I mean, if you want to learn more about the system, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I post videos weekly, and if anyone's interested in implementing the system for themselves, I have the link below. Join our school community to learn even more about the systems in our program. And feel free to reach out to me at any time in the school community, and I'm more than happy to walk you through the next steps. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.